This is the we don't have a name for this podcast yet, but it used to be called the Autism Hour.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that name, but
Suck my dick.
basically though, this is going to be a kind of Opie and Anthony-esque adventure.
Yeah, but
I
with
am
a bald guy
a
and
very bald guy.
an autistic teenager.
Yes, it's a good combination. A lot of hijinks. A lot of good things happen. But I'm Kyler. I'm a 20-year-old. Well, how old am I? 22? Yeah, I'm
How
22
do you not
years old.
know? Are you a fucking
What?
idiot? You're dumb enough to do a podcast with
I
me.
thought I was 20 for a minute there, honestly. I was like, wait, I'm not 20
Wow,
anymore. I can
fucking
drink
retard.
legally in a bar.
Wow, you're 21?
I'm 23 next month, actually.
Wow, why are you talking to me? You fucking weirdo. You're 6 years older than me.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to jail at some
Yeah,
point.
you're going to jail.
I'm gonna go to
Alright, so
big man jail.
this is mostly this podcast is for our VD La Sauce fans and Goof Center fans, all two of them.
Fuck
All
you,
two
dude.
of Kyler's Goof Center fans.
55, 6 and strong and going. All right, so
So what do we got on the agenda today?
I don't know. Something about Alex Jones or something. I don't know.
Trying to move my setup.
That one guy.
Jonathan
If we're gonna
Riches,
cover that.
our good buddy, our favorite guy, Jonathan Lee Riches.
Very, very interesting fellow, to say the least.
Introduce our buddy Jonathan Lee Riches.
Jonathan Lee Riches is a man who was incarcerated a while back. It was like at least 4 years ago, I think, for wire fraud.
Impersonating, what is it? He also impersonated Adam Lanza's like uncle. Or
Well,
something.
see, that's the thing. He got out of jail, and I think it was April 20th, 2012, and he went back to jail in December of the same year for leaving the area where he was supposed to stay for his probation to impersonate the father of Adam Lanza, the perpetrator of the Sandy Hook massacre.
Oh, what a person to impersonate! What a guy. Good guy, right?
I just don't know how to properly articulate just I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Get your words out.
Is he crazy? Is he
We
like
haven't really
mentally
read out
ill?
the other stuff though.
What? Oh yeah. See,
Let's
like
just
there's more
mention.
to it
No,
than
I
that.
got this. He has sued a lot of people. Here's just a good list. He's filed over 2,600. We can't do all of them. Most of them are good. You can Google them. Any of his lawsuits are funny, pretty much.
Yeah,
he has sued.
I think if you Google his name, you can find his rap sheet somewhere.
The more famous defendants, though, are Bill Belichick, George W. Bush, Martha Stewart, Jeff Gordon, the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, currently the Eagles, Michael Vick, Steve Jobs, Perez Hilton, Somali pirates. Not like
But not just one.
they're not like saying like that he sued some of them. We're not going to include their names. They're saying that's what he wrote on his lawsuit. Like when he was doing the papers, he wrote Somali pirates.
It's in quotes.
And Britney Spears, a bunch of people, like, it's ridiculous. He sued George Bush. There were 783 other defendants, including Plato, Nostradamus, Che Guevara, Jimmy Hoffa. Here's what he wrote directly in quotes. Various Buddhist monks, all
Not just
survivors
one.
of the Holocaust, the Lincoln Memorial, the Eiffel Tower, the USS Cole, Mein Kampf, the book, the Garden of Eden, the Roman Empire, here's the kicker, the Dark Ages, the Appalachian Trail, Plymouth Rock, the Holy Grail, that rhymes, Nordic gods, the dwarf planet Pluto, which is Kyler, you do it, I'm illiterate.
I guess that they referred to it as a planet back then, but like
Yeah.
we recently.
No, in the
adopted it as
lawsuit, he referred to it as a planet, but it wasn't. It was a dwarf planet.
Yeah, yeah.
And the entire 3 Mile Island.
The entire
And
thing.
he's barred from filing free lawsuits, basically.
I think it was a Michael Vick lawsuit. They finally decided that he probably shouldn't do Informer Papyrus
You know,
anymore.
they might have wanted to do
Like
that. The
it took
first
them,
two.
that long to be like, okay, this guy's obviously
It took them
fucking
around
insane.
2,600 lawsuits before they were like, all right,
They're like, oh,
let's
this guy's
not
probably got
do
something
it.
wrong with him, so we probably shouldn't do this anymore.
We're wasting a lot of money. This is not cheap.
No, someone paid for all of those lawsuits out of their tax money.
You know,
Like,
it
this
is
is
kind of
all
like insane to think though that was like totally paid for out of tax dollars.
government funded. That came
Yep.
out of our pockets.
Oh, that's good.
My pockets, at least. You're not really an American, so.
So Alex Jones has been in the news a bit, and we talk about him a bit, somewhat often.
Yeah. Honestly, we do, but like I don't know that much about him. I just know what you tell me because I don't like. I just don't pay
I've
much
linked you
mind
some
to
of his
people like-
videos, some of his horrible, insane videos, though. I think
Yeah.
you get the. Well, oh man, there's a real good one. Oh, there's a couple good ones that I was thinking of playing. His whole channel, his whole Facebook channel, for anyone who ends up listening to this, his whole Facebook video thing, and then his whole YouTube videos, Infowars, all that is just gold for comedy. He gets people to come on there with him and talk about conspiracy theories. Generally, they're people that, like, he acts like they're hugely knowledgeable and they're blowing open the world. Even though the people that go on, Billy Corgan, the lead singer of Korn, Russell Brand, Immortal Technique, like, none of these are knowledgeable people.
Russell Brand should be a subject for another day because that guy is a fucking piece of work.
Like, he acts like these are some very knowledgeable people to come
Yeah,
on his show.
like what was it, Immortal Technique? I don't like him. I don't think he's. I think that he's proficient at rapping, but I don't think that he has anything important to say or anything worthwhile listening to.
You know, like, oh man, here's a video. A Boston Marathon is staged terror attack. Obviously, why wouldn't it be? You know, of course. Feminist fails. American Sniper exposed as a giant hoax. Ron Paul, stuff you'd expect from you know, the kid at your high school who just didn't smell too good and had a lot of greasy neck hair.
Probably an
That
anime
kind of
clip
stuff.
too.
I think he believes ISIS, the beheadings are fake. Something like that. Something like that.
Like, even if you're going to entertain that notion that they're fake, I don't think that prosthetics exist that are that good.
Yeah. I
Like, I
kind
just
of want
don't think
to.
those
I
are-
want to play a video of his. He just was on the news. Not even fluoridated water will stop Donald Trump. Something like that.
Establishment
You know?
is in a complete conniption fit against Donald Trump. And I admit that he is an unknown quantity, an unknown country when it comes to a political track record. But what
Why is he pausing like that? You hear
They
that?
sound smart.
he's done the last year, destroying political correctness, lifting up a standard to promote Americana and free market, exposing
What?
9/11 and criminal involvement of the Saudi
Whoa.
agents of our government.
Whoa! We gotta rewind a bit. We gotta go back. Just
Let's
here.
take it back a little bit.
Destroying political correctness, lifting up a standard
Yep, these are all things that Donald Trump has done, right? Let's keep
to
this
promote
going.
Americana and free
Yeah.
market, exposing 9/11
Whoa,
and criminal involvement
whoa,
of the Saudis and
what
elements
I don't think he's done that at
I
all.
don't recall that.
I don't recall that one. I don't think that was ever done.
of our
I think I
government,
missed that part of his campaign.
calling for the audit of the private realm
Oh, that's why he's pausing. He's reading off a fucking teleprompter, and he's doing it really bad. You can look at his eyes; they're moving towards like a teleprompter.
for private Federal Reserve. The list goes on and on. What he's done, and the fact that he's so receptive when people corrected him about the refugee crisis, he went from saying "bring them in" to saying, "Oh my
This is
gosh, I
so
didn't know there were
bad. I'm
terrorists
sorry.
amongst them,
This is awful.
and they weren't being vetted."
No, I wanna-
Friday, he's
I
coming
want
to
to go
Austin.
back. Like, no.
Be on the show.
What?
When did Donald Trump expose 9/11? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I don't get that. Like, when did Donald Trump ever say that? Like anything about 9/11?
I want to research that now. I want to see what Donald Trump's standpoint is on 9/11 being an inside
Bring it down.
job.
Just 1 second. I
From New
gotta.
York, banning someone. We all know that I've basically been banned from Fox and CNN, and I don't even really care.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure
Oh,
they've taken
okay.
their time to ban you, Alex. I'm sure they took tons of time out of their day.
He doesn't
to
care
ban
so
you.
much that he had to point it out that he doesn't care.
Most of the time, I wouldn't even return their phone calls back when they wanted.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Do you hear that?
Oh God.
Oh.
I wish I could have erased it from my mind.
On all the time.
I'm sure they call him so much.
Stone and Republicans, if he doesn't win the nomination the last 2 times he ran, because he's a purist. And I respect that from a purist. If you want to know where I'm coming from, I'm a purist, but I'm also a military
Fucking
political
idiot.
strategist. I studied it.
Also a moron.
I know truth's the ultimate weapon. That's what I stand with.
Did you say I'm the ultimate weapon?
I think he did. I misheard that
There are all
too.
dirty tricks we could play. We could join the dark side. We don't use that. We use the truth. So I'll be completely
What?
What the?
Let's just bring that back a bit.
We could
Just
win
a
the
bit.
dark
play. We
side.
can join the dark side. We don't use that. We use the truth. So I'll be completely truthful with you.
Yeah, you use the truth, Alex, all the time.
Oh my God.
Unknown country. He is light years better than Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, and some of the others. And the system's scared of him. And he's responsive to the people. He's aggressive. He's got courage. And he definitely could have come in and suckered people for the globalists. He's not doing that. The things he's done are so devastating to them that it's irreversible, much of it.
Oh, wow.
And he's riding a wave, surfing a
Wow.
wave, a very dangerous wave for all of us, of massive populist anger against the system, the government, the corporations, where 90+% of Americans believe the U.S. government's the #1 threat to them and their families. And no amount of armored
I
vehicles,
need,
no amount
yeah,
of
we're gonna need a citation on that one.
Yeah, this
I
seems
don't
like the
think you
ranting
can
of a
just say
madman.
that.
That's what this literally is. It's just the ranting of a madman.
no amount of fluoride in the water, no amount of brainwashing of the children in public schools
Oh
is going
no.
to reverse this sentiment that's only going to
Oh, I gotta hear that one more time.
their families. And no amount of armored vehicles, no amount of propaganda, no amount of fluoride in the water, no amount of brainwashing of the children in public schools is going to reverse this sentiment that's only going to intensify. And
Okay.
so Trump is a manifestation
Oh.
of the human will
First of all,
to say,
we can barely teach children in public school now. Does he think that we actually have like the resources and
We can
manpower
barely
to
teach them how
brainwash?
to do math.
Yeah, we can barely do that. We can barely get them to read at this point. We're
Like-
lucky they're not retarded.
Yeah.
We're lucky. And he thinks that we have the manpower and like the resources to just like brainwash a nation of people with fluoride in the water too. That's also a
Oh, what else can we get off his channel that's just gold? Let's see. There's a bunch.
You know what we should
666
do?
has begun. You wanna watch that?
yeah. But one thought first
What
though.
should we do?
We should somehow get like what was his name? Charles Lee Riches. Or,
Oh, yeah, Jonathan Lee
Jeremy,
Riches, yeah.
Jonathan, what the fuck his name is? Jonathan Lee Riches. We need to get him and Alex Jones together, and they should run for the.
You
the
have no
presidency.
idea how little I want to be involved with the fucking identity thief. I don't think I want him to know who I am.
We do. We need to contact them and say, listen, man, this is a promising thing for you. I know your character has been defamed because you've gotten
Oh,
your
yeah.
your rights taken away from you.
And then,
because
yeah, we'll
they're-
get Alex Jones on there. They'll start
then we'll get
screaming
Alex
at each
Jones in there.
Soldiers trained to shoot zombies during Ebola emergency. God, Alex Jones's channel is just like it's what I expected to be. But you know,
Nothing can
Oh,
prepare you for that, you know.
666 it has begun though looks like a promising title.
Technology already
No one will be able to buy or to sell, except the one that has the mark, either the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has
Dude, what the
understanding
fuck?
calculate the number of the beast, for the number is that of a man, and his number is 666.
Dude,
So how close are we to actually having
Now, RFID microchip.
all right, I'm done with that one. That's
That was fucking stupid.
what they're trying to say is that they're gonna put a mic. You know, there's those science now is trying to put microchips in some people, like it's optional for different reasons.
Yeah.
They're trying to say that that was in the Bible, obviously, and that it's gonna have the mark of the beast or something. Something
Oh,
dumb.
good.
Something dumb.
I hope.
Oh, man.
I hope it does.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty funny, like how people believe some of this stuff. Like I get it, but why? How can you believe that?
You know, there's a. I think we touched on this a while back when we were talking. You and I are. I'm not trying to sound like narcissistic or anything, but we're decently intelligent, individuals.
Yeah,
I wouldn't talk to a 17-year-old who lives in Canada otherwise. If I didn't think that you had something of value to teach me. Usually when I talk to
yeah,
you,
like
I learn
how to
something.
not be a big faggot.
What?
How to not be a big faggot.
Oh. But I usually learn something new about history or something, because you know a lot about history. I'll
Yeah.
admit that. But like most people out there are of average intelligence, and once you surround yourself with people who are above average, you seek them out and you crave that kind of companionship, that kind of conversation that means something, and like you realize that there are people out there who operate like this, like Alex Jones, who this man's acquired the means and to have a platform on, to spout his weird rhetoric,
Yeah.
his conspiracy theorist crap. But the thing is, though, he's not a psychopath because he can,
You want to hear his worst title? That just
What?
sounds like really bad. I doubt it's not as bad as it sounds. It's time to get primitive on Black Lives Matter.
Oh no.
No, first of all, you can't get
Oh, no.
primitive on apes.
Oh
Just
God,
gonna
Ethan.
say that like outright. But I'm wondering like if he wants to get around, like pull a banana out and cover himself in shit.
Oh my God.
Is that how he plans on dealing with Black Lives Matter?
I think he's gonna wipe out Black History Month.
Who fucking cares?
He's gonna
Ooh,
put a
Black
stop to
History
that
Month
shit.
that no one cares about.
I care, Ethan. I do.
Oh, let's see what like. I think we should. I swear we gotta watch like Conspiracy Theory by Jesse Ventura because that show is just also full of gold.
I've never really been introduced to him, so this will be a first for me.
I think that Jesse Ventura. I'm trying to think of something that he did that was actually like ridiculous.
It's like a bunch of penis.
He was on The View. Here's a good introduction.
He was on the fucking View.
Yeah, he talked about 9/11 conspiracy theories on The View.
With the conspiracy theories, why would the government lie? What would it gain for them to hide this information?
Well, on all of it, when it deals with war, there are profiteers at war. There are people that make big money at war.
I completely respect how, because of your experience, you do feel as though you're betrayed and lied to. So I understand how then you look at something anew and want to kind of dig into where the truth is and where the lies are. What I have a hard time respecting, this has come up before, is what you write about in your book, that the Bush administration, and you say, either knew about the terrorist plan of 9/11, allowed it to proceed, or they had a hand in it themselves. Building 7 as an example. You do believe that the Bush administration was behind that building coming down?
It was never hit by a plane, and it fell in 7 seconds, and it was 49 stories high.
That the government would...
But it weakened for like hours.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where you can state like facts about it. Yes, these things did happen, but if you say it in a certain way, it sounds outrageous. But then you like add in the actual extra facts,
Yeah, like
and it's like,
he
oh,
says, like
that
it
makes
fell
sense.
in 7 seconds. But like, what building doesn't fall instantly?
Exactly.
While it's
like,
falling.
you
Do they
say,
fall
you say it a certain
slow?
way and dress it up, it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But like if you
deliberately
say it logically, it's
3,000
fine.
people. To accuse the president of this because of he's protecting oil interests, Governor, that's a terrible accusation to make.
And it also paints him as a genius, which is against Joy's conspiracy that he's an idiot.
Yeah, no, Jesse Ventura has some. I thought it'd be worse, that video, but Jesse Ventura has said some.
They kind of
really
kept him
stupid
reeled
shit.
in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They knew how to reel him in. I think there's only so much like I think you could say you'd have to keep him on a leash if you got him on a show, because you don't want him. He's like a second away from flipping out. Like Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, he's about to flip his switch really quick.
Did you ever see Alex Jones on Piers Morgan?
No.
Oh
God.
Oh, I saw this a couple years ago, but it's pretty old. But it's actually it's like 3 years old now. But it was funny.
Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching. It was
17.
The song video. It was just hilarious.
Welcome to
a bit.
While the government buys 1.6 billion bullets, armored vehicles, tanks, helicopters, Predator drones, armed, now in U.S. skies, being used to arrest people in North Dakota, the Second Amendment isn't there for duck hunting. It's there to protect us from tyrannical government and street thugs. Take the women in India. Your piece earlier on CNN I was watching during Anderson Cooper's show didn't tell you that the women of India have signed giant petitions to get firearms because the police can't and won't protect them. The answer is, hey, wait a minute, I have FBI crime statistics that come out a year late.
Of course he does. Of course.
See, that's the thing too. Like, that's how you say a racist thing without quite saying it. You're just like, street thugs, aka black people.
Blacks.
It's the blacks.
20+% crime drop in the last 9 years. Real violent crime, because more guns means less crime. Britain took the guns 15, 16 years ago, tripling of your overall violent crime. True, we have a higher gun violence. Level,
Piers Morgan's an idiot
stabbings,
too.
Deaths. Those men raped that woman in India to death with an iron rod 4 feet long. You can't ban the iron rods. The guns, the iron rods, Pierce, didn't do it. The tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? That's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns. My family in the Texas Revolution against Santa Anna, my family was at the core on both sides starting that because Santa Anna came to take the guns at Gonzales, Texas. Pierce, don't try what your ancestors did before. Why don't you come to America? I'll take you out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic.
There's nothing to even say about that.
Oh God. 1776.
The Republic
will rise again.
Oh man. I hate Piers
We're
Morgan,
gonna kill
but
the police and the black people in the streets.
Alex Jones is just, it's sad because I don't agree with gun control, but you get the people in the movement for the Second Amendment that act like that, and then everyone's like, oh, that's what the fucking crazy gun owners are like. We gotta ban them.
And it's like, I own guns, you know? Like, I'm not a crazy person. I don't scream shit like that. Yeah. I'm a normal fucking person, but...
Oh, listen,
you know?
Here we go.
Become an American and join the Republic.
You finished?
Yes, I am finished. You will not take my right. You go through background checks to get
Yes,
guns.
I'm finished. We talk more.
Yeah, I'm finished. And here's why.
You know the number one, that's a big sponsor, isn't it? Or that whole class of drugs.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, gotta cut that off, don't you? Don't want to talk about the U.S. number one cause of death is suicide now because they give people suicide mass murder pills.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Gotta write that one
They're giving
down.
them the mass murder pills, Ethan.
Suicide mass murder pills. Oh man, I always loved this interview when I watched it because it was just two idiots, and it was great.
It's almost bad whenever you're sympathizing with Piers Morgan, though. Like, that's how bad
I
it
hate
is.
both
like,
of them, so...
You feel bad for him.
Money of the psychiatrists and psychologists to put more crazy people on drugs that make them kill people, Pierce.
Let's try and have a debate here.
Yeah.
Answer me this question.
I'm sick of the same old script here, bud.
It's fine, bud. How many gun murders were there in America last year? Do you know?
There were about 11,458, and about 74% of those were gang-related, gangbangers shooting each other. You get 3,500 to 4,000.
That wasn't the
How
question.
many people died from infections in hospitals? 197,000.
Let me just ask you a second.
That's right.
How many gun?
How does that even correlate?
Well, if you say it with enough conviction, eventually someone will
people
believe
believe you.
Murders were there in Britain?
How
last
many
year?
great white sharks
No, how many
kill
gun
people
murders-
every year, but they're scared to swim?
Right.
What?
I kind of see what he's talking about, but it's such a abstract
He's so
word
crazy
to
that
make.
it doesn't.
Doesn't
How
belong
many
in a
gun
debate.
murders were there in Britain?
A
last year?
very low amount. I already went over those
How
statistics.
many? Do you know?
It was only a few hundred.
No. How many gun murders?
I actually did pull up the statistics. Here, let me pull them out right here. I figured you'd do that.
Gun murders
Oh,
in
wait.
Britain last year.
UK violent crime, capital of Europe. London
No.
Telegraph. Here, let me
It's
give you
quite
more.
a simple question.
Well, that's the oldest.
You're a very
that's the
loud man.
No, that's the
You
oldest
make a
Perry
lot of
Mason
noise.
tactic to ask me some little factoid.
It's not a little factoid.
I already said earlier,
We're talking about
England
a
has a
country.
lot lower gun crime rate because you took all the guns.
Let me try exactly
But
my
you've
point.
got hordes of people burning down cities and beating old women's brains out every day.
What a ridiculous...
Oh. All right.
They arrest people in England if they defend themselves. That's on record. My God, you have got a total police state. Everybody's fleeing that country because you've had to flee here, bud. Why don't you
I
tell
fled
folks?
here.
Yeah, you fled here. Why don't you go back and face the charges for the
Answer-
hacking scandal?
Answer this question. How many...
Why don't you get fired from the
What is that?
I don't know. I never really heard about that. He just throwing shit out there.
How
You're a hatchet man of the New World Order. You're a hatchet man. And I want
All
to
right, that's it. That's all I can bear.
Oh my God.
When the word
Who
New
thought
World
that was
Order
a good
comes out of
idea,
someone's
first of
mouth,
all?
that's it. End of the conversation, like right then.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Putting Alex Jones on live TV?
With Piers Morgan.
Yeah, apparently somebody.
That's a recipe for fucking disaster. That's what that was. What we just heard on this podcast was an unmitigated disaster. That was a complete train wreck of an interview.
You know the thing. Whenever you hear somebody say, like, what do you call it? The New World Order. The things they're gonna say, they have no substance. They won't have any actual things to say to you.
No, it's just gonna be crackpot
bullshit.
conspiracy theories.
You'll hear bullshit. You won't hear anything like substantive. You'll hear garbage coming out of their mouth.
I have never heard a compelling argument for, like, I know that like groups do exist, you know, that like are powerful. That's true, but
Yeah, they're generally named though, like, you know,
Yeah.
Senate or U.S. government or United Nations, perhaps.
Yes.
That's a group with a lot of power, but they're not usually hidden.
no.
They're not usually garbage. Garbage ideas. Oh man, like
I feel like even if there was like a hidden cabal of like wealthy elite people, reptilian Jewish overlords, they'd be way fucking smarter than to be like known
I think
by.
I think they would like all those people that like David Icke, the
Yeah.
original guy who fucking did the stupid reptilian bullshit. I feel like if the reptiles were real, he'd be dead. They would have killed him.
Exactly.
Like,
if you're telling the kind of truth that's actually controversial and real, they're gonna. If these people do exist, they would silence you.
yeah, like if they're powerful enough to invade human skin in their weird beady reptilian eyes, I feel like you would have been silenced.
Or find a way to discredit your opinion.
Now, when they say reptile people, could they mean Larry King is wearing all these celebrities' skin? Because he looks like a lizard.
I bet he has like dry ass skin too.
He looks like a goblin.
He looks like a goddamn corpse.
He's about to be one.
Like, I feel like every time he like appears publicly, he crawls out of like a tomb. Like he just pushes a stone away and crawls out like a dusty as shit, like wearing like
a
old
fucking
clothes.
Mausoleum.
Yeah, like a mausoleum. He crawls out of it.
Got a little pine box, and he fucking opens the top, and he crawls out.
He fucking sleeps in one of those morgue cabinets that have morgues. It's like a refrigerator or something. I don't know.
Tries to
what
put
you
on some
do.
fucking moisturizer, and it doesn't work.
Oh my god.
He has to pull on his skin to stretch it to fully fit his face.
He has like he has like chip clips he puts on his skin to keep it like.
He has to iron his skin.
Yeah.
He takes off that fucking leathery skin and he irons it on an ironing press.
And then they're still slacking it, so he has to get like chip clips and like bobby pins and shit and like put it together.
He just fucking
Larry
irons his
King,
own
whenever he's
skin.
properly moisturized, is like one big ball sag.
He gets a cut, he has to stitch it, and the stitches are there forever. He has little nuts and bolts in his ears like Frankenstein that he has to take out when he goes on the show.
He like has like a car battery he puts on his neck whenever he has to leave his house.
Whenever he has to leave his fucking tomb.
So there's like a pocket generator, like a backpack generator, like on his neck, like fucking Frankenstein. Oh my god.
Just look at a picture of him with those fucking teeth. He looks like a fucking corpse. He really does.
Almost as bad as Barbara Walters. What an old bag.
They live in.
What a batty old cunt she is. Is she still alive? I hope. I fucking hope not.
She is, in fact.
Oh damn! What a mistake of God. What a useless cunt that she is.
Why do you hate Barbara Walters?
Because she's, I don't know, like just the way she talks, and she's like.
There's no reason to call Barbara Walters a useless cunt.
She's a useless piece of shit. I don't like her. I don't like her face. I don't like the way she talks. I don't like the things that she has to say. I'm sure she's a nice lady in real life. I bet. I don't know, but
she's probably a lizard.
Wasn't she on The View?
Yeah.
Okay,
she's probably a lizard, if anything, dude.
The View is a useless cunt show too. It's a show full of dumb bitches who can't think the way out of a paper bag. Like in this world, there are actually very smart women who deserve a soapbox in order to portray their viewpoints and opinions.
Yeah, but the lizards don't let them.
Yeah, but the problem is reptilian overlords, the Jewish cabal of people that control your fate. They they decided to have Rosie fucking goddamn Donald on the fucking show.
Did you see that clip where Donald Trump said? Did you hear what he said?
What?
Oh, I'll get it up.
Oh, was that Rosie O'Donnell?
There's been a couple things, but he's gotten her good.
They've had beef for a while, haven't they?
Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her; she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. And, you know, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big
Barbara's
price.
life
If
was
I
a
were
mistake.
running the View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive person, both inside and out.
He's not
Rosie's
wrong.
a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice? She's trying to use...
What? Did you just say I'm gonna steal Rosie's bitch?
Yep.
Very eloquently.
Yeah.
ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets. I actually think they ought to look at her whole life and see where she's coming from because I think she's got some very deep-seated problems. Perhaps it should be Rosie that goes to rehab. Rosie is a loser.
Oh my god.
You just tore her up.
See what you will about the man. He can roast somebody, and that was amazing. Because I can't, I, even if you're listening to this and you don't like Trump, chances are you don't. A lot of people don't. But
her talk show
the guy
talks like this.
I gotta find this. There's another one.
It's not the chubbiness of dollars.
Because I fucking hate her. Like even worse than Barbara is Rosie. Rosie is like the prototype Lena Dunham.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Lena
man,
Dunham's
I
also
hate
a
her.
stupid fucking bitch. I can't stand her. I can't stand her face, the way she looks, the way she talks. Her child molesting ass needs to be in jail,
Wait,
and her
what?
show isn't good either.
Wait, what?
Well, Rosie O'Donnell.
Lena
She do
Dunham
that?
molested a child, dude.
Rosie O'Donnell did.
Rosie O'Donnell did?
Who are you talking about? I didn't hear.
Lena Dunham.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't be surprised if Rosie did either.
Of course not. I gotta find the part, though, where Donald Trump says,
Barbara's probably paying a big price. Fired. Right in that. If I were running The View, I'd terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired.
Oh, that is good.
That is good stuff, because I would too. It's not even that, like, listen,
It's
like,
not a bad
I
decision
understand
at all.
people could take, like my hatred of Rosie and say, oh, it's because he's a bigot against gays, he doesn't like women. Like, no, like, I love women. I have several people in my life who are gay that I care a lot about. It's not about judgmental
Yeah,
or
you
anything
wanna
like
fuck
that.
them.
I don't like her because she's just a nasty person. She's bad.
Kyler
Nothing
tries to
about her is-
explain why he hates women.
Well, yes, pretty much.
That's enough of that.
God damn, I hate Lena Dunham and I hate Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, well, I hate John Oliver, and so does everyone
Oh
else.
God!
And I hope
damn
his
it.
fucking yellow-toothed ass gets kicked out of the country.
I hope he's likely to get shot. I hope somebody shoots
I hope he
him.
gets shot in the street and run over by a tank.
I hope that, like, whatever happens to him, if he gets shot in the street and run over by a tank, that it's in non-vital places, so he suffers for a long time until somebody gets him medical attention.
How do you get
and
killed?
then
How do you get run over by a tank not in vital places?
maybe your legs, like, you just get crushed.
I hope someone beats him to death with a big dildo.
I hope he chokes on a fucking cactus.
I could write 100 ways I hope John Oliver dies.
I don't even hope he dies. He can die afterwards. I just hope he suffers first.
I hope he gets raped by a pack of street thugs.
Jesus Christ.
What? What? What about street thugs? Are you implying something?
I'm not implying
Would you be
anything.
implying anything?
Anyway.
There with that?
Anyway.
Could you be
it's
implying
not-
something when you
Listen,
say that?
Ethan, the point is, it's not enough that John Oliver dies. It's that I hope he suffers too.
All right. Oh, did I found this gem of a Frozen cover. I think I mentioned this to you. I don't think we listened to it, but ever will like this. Lovely cover of Let It Go. That lovely, great cover.
Fuck my fucking ass in the fucking ass. Fucking. I'm fucking my fucking ass. I tried to fuck my ass. I fucked my ass. Heaven knows I asked. Fuck my fucking ass. Fuck my fucking ass. Fuck the fucking ass. Oh my fucking ass. My asshole's tight. Well, fuck my ass. 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 And no, fuck my ass. Let them fuck my. Here we go, nigger. It's funny how some distance could fuck your fucking ass. I put 2 dicks in my ass, and then it go. 2 dicks in my ass, 3 dicks in my ass, 4 dicks is enough, but fucking 5 dicks. 5 fucking dicks. Let's go for 6, 7. Fuck my ass. Fuck my ass. Go fuck my ass.
got you get the gist of it. Oh, that was perfect.
I didn't know you dropped the M-bomb in that one.
Wait, what?
It says the M-word in there.
Oh, yeah, and?
I just didn't know that. That was funny.
Yeah, no, he mentions it. He mentions
like,
it.
That was unexpected. I was like, wait, whoa. I was like, I didn't hear that first time.
This kid's singing about fuck my ass, and yet you're surprised that he said the N-word?
I mean, it's just like already like pretty offensive as it is, and he just kind of throws that in there. It's kind of a nice little touch.
It did. It added a nice little touch. You ever seen that video of a crab with a knife?
I've seen the gif of it.
I was thinking of buying a crab from the store and putting a knife in its hand and seeing what it does.
It's probably it's likely to kill your ass.
I doubt it. I think I could beat its ass after it has a knife. Come on.
I can just imagine you like freaking out because it does have the knife. And you like a baseball bat and just like splatter
it's got a knife, but I don't think it has like the sentient ability to know how to stab with it.
No, it's just a funny, humorous idea that I had.
Well, I gotta
you just freak out and get like someone gets like a baseball bat and just like kills this crab, like splatters.
Do you think sand people in Star Wars were modeled off Muslims?
Probably. I mean, in a world where the Black Power Ranger is black, the yellow one.
They're sand people, alright? I can see one of them now.
Genuine Muslim noises. Oh, that was something. I think we have to devote a segment to you saying how much you hate a certain page.
Oh, me? Oh man, let's see. What page today do I hate?
I think it was Gangster Popeye, but
I might touch on that later because I do have some friends that like it. I don't want to like alienate anybody that I know.
Yeah, you fucking. So we basically say some awful things, but Gangster Popeye's off limits.
No, I'm saying that there's other pages that I dislike more strongly than that I would like to touch on first and like get that out there. Like for instance, Bernie Sanders' dank meme stash.
Oh, that's more than a page. That is an atrocity.
That is an atrocity.
That's a war crime.
Because like, support Bernie or not, that page is fucking terrible. And
that's like a Saddam Hussein
it pisses
level
me off
crime.
more than Gangster Popeye because I see it more often. Like I don't see that much. Like once in a while.
I see Bernie Sanders thanks meme stash like all the time.
Like constantly, every other post in my newsfeed, your people is immature Bernie supporters bashing Trump constantly because they can't think of any rational argument against him. He's a Nazi, he's a racist, or
like, Mexican prime ministers have called him Hitler. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's fine. But then like this fucking the worst image macros, you get like the most uncreative, unfunny, like dadcore, momcore humor shit on Bernie Sanders' dank meme stash, whatever the fuck the acronym is, S&M, BDSM, I don't know, but it's just a black hole of uncreativity, no critical thinking, and a mindless echo chamber for just brainless sycophants to just agree with each other and jerk off without actually talking about the issues. No image macro in that group actually tackles an issue that's popular. If it's about real shit, it won't get like maybe 100 likes out of a 200,000 fucking people group, and what dumb ones like fucking. Like, for instance, like, they have, like, the template where, like, Hillary likes something bad, Bernie likes something good.
Yeah, that overused fucking meme.
And it's like, Bernie likes Jimmy John's, and Hillary likes Subway. Wow, who are we gonna vote for?
Wow. Hillary's a cunt.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton's a great politician because she's a liar, a snake, a cheat, a fucking thief, a fucking...
Basically a murderer.
Basically a murderer. Liar, big liar, and that makes her a great politician, though.
Doesn't get fucked by her husband.
Yeah, she got cucked. She reverse cucked by Monica Lewinsky.
Oh man, Bill put a cigar in her pussy apparently, and he pulled it out and smoked it. And said, "Tastes good.
It was a
good."
cigar holder.
What? No, because in her disposition, I read it because I was wondering. It says that she put it in as he put a cigar in as well, and then smoked it and said it tastes good. Yeah, he did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the fuck? Why would you even smoke that?
I feel like the nicotine content would sting her vagina.
I doubt it.
Are you sure? Because nicotine does sting like
The
sensitive.
nicotine doesn't. The thing about cigars is the outside is a wrapper, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
be,
tobacco
really...
leaves still contain nicotine though.
Yeah, but I don't think it would sting. It doesn't sting your mouth.
I guess. I just feel like, what if I put like e-juice in my dick hole? It'd probably sting.
I feel like you should shut up, you fucking loser.
Well, that's beside the point.
Didn't you have something to say about Native Americans as well? You fucking piece of shit.
Oh, well, basically, I think that their communities are in shambles because of various events in history, obviously.
You're like white people, right? It's white people's fault. The white.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely conquered them. That happened.
I don't remember that.
Because, like,
that?
honestly, that was what I was getting at before I got on the topic about that, though. Is that, like, what you're seeing now is a bunch of generation of young people growing up in, like, a Disney kind of world. Like, they think everything's good and stuff, and, like, we were friends with each other. And they find out that actually a lot of things that were marketed, like, sugar-coated in school was like, oh, a Manifest Destiny was just America taking what they should have gotten. The president said
not
it was
like
so, and it
invading
happened.
other people's lands.
And it's like, it was a conquest. We conquered a lot of
Manifest
people.
Destiny still like a thing? An ideal, at least?
It is. Definitely is. And the problem is, like, I don't know, it's just, you see people, they're like, Christopher Columbus didn't discover anything.
It's like, well, you're wrong. Sorry.
That's not true. He did discover. He discovered the New World, and it was unknown to us at the time, and, like, it was very, very extraordinary thing. To an event to occur in history. It changed the course of the world forever, for better and for worse. But you just see a lot of, like,
you want to hear something really funny? It's called one word. It's Native Americans or whatever. Say one word that they relate to Christopher Columbus or something. Like they try to say one word that when they think of Christopher Columbus, something stupid. You know what I mean? It's basically Native Americans react to Columbus. You want to hear it?
Sure. Mouthwash.
Evil. Pure evil.
That's 3 words, idiot.
You're dumb.
Invader. He got lost coming here.
That's a myth. That's not true.
And he's the one that named us Indians because he thought he was in India. So he's not a good figure to the Native community.
Confused. I don't think we should have a holiday for it.
Some of them are really dumb, I remember.
Claiming North America as like land that could be claimed and could be taken.
It was.
It was
taken.
That's completely true.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was.
That's for damn sure.
Oh, we made sure. We made sure it got taken.
It's the start of a lot of pain.
Christopher Columbus.
I guess ignorance.
Oh my god, murder, rapist.
Genocide. The atrocities committed, just grotesque. And the scars are still felt today.
No, they're not! Columbus only colonized one island in the fucking Caribbean. Whose scars are these? Whose scars are being felt?
I feel like they see a lot of what's happening with, like, racial tensions in America, and they want to be, like, one of those groups that, like, wants reparations and shit.
Yeah, Columbus did it.
Because, okay, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, slavery wasn't that long ago.
Honestly, as well, but, like, one thing, like, Columbus was not the worst of the explorers by any means. You can't even act like he was in the top, 3. He did kill, like, an entire tribe, and obviously he's not a good guy, but there were much worse explorers.
Yes, that's precisely the point.
Yeah, like, people act like he was the one who colonized Native Americans, but that wasn't him, like, at all. That was us. That was America. America was the ones
don't know.
originally who, like, what was it called? The Trail of Tears and that kind of stuff.
I'm surprised
Columbus
I didn't
had, like,
hear the
nothing to
sound
do with
of
it.
one of them chugging mouthwash from the dollar store in the background there. And then taking somebody's car keys at a fucking powwow and stealing it.
And being a fucking mockery of their own culture.
Yeah, it's like what if it happened to Mexicans instead of like Native Americans? Well, that'd be like
It did kinda, like, you know.
Well, I mean, like Mexico still has their own entire country still, but like imagine like if like Mexicans were Native Americans placed instead, and like we moved in here, you know, and like it'd be like them like having meetings every month where they like play mariachi bands and like drink tequila and like made gorditas.
Like, no, they wouldn't do that. Native Americans like literally mock their own culture by doing that.
It's because it's like what if it wasn't even like genuine Mexican food? What if it was like Tex-Mex like Taco Bell style Mexican food they made? It like or they had fucking Choco tacos.
Well, yeah, it's like
something.
It's like you're literally like they're like, yeah, we're bringing back our culture by, you know, showing you guys that we're allowed to bang our drums, and it's like you're just showing us that like everything we saw in cartoons as kids of Native Americans is totally true.
Exactly,
like the headdress
if you
and that
try
kind of stuff.
like that, you get in trouble because like it's racist stereotype. Like it's what they fucking do at their fucking powwows. They're reinforcing everything.
It's true. They act like it's a racist stereotype. They're like, did you ever see that picture of the girl at the music festival who had a Native American headdress? People were like, wow, piece of shit appropriating culture.
That's another thing too. I think if you believe cultural appropriation is an actual thing that's harmful, I think actually deep down you want segregation, because that's what that's saying. You say that no culture should be mixed ever. No one should try and like co-opt anything.
Yeah.
Because you want everything separate.
They're
and,
like, oh, it's disrespectful, and it's like, it's a fucking headdress. She thinks it looks good. Suck a dick. No,
like get over it. It's not hurting anybody at all. It's not. It's not doing anything wrong.
But
I mean,
Trail of Tears.
Oh god damn it. I just don't think that kind of behavior is conducted towards anything reasonable or like worthwhile. It's just you're just complaining to feel like better about yourself.
Don't you remember that time that Jackson killed all those natives? Because I don't, because I wasn't born back. I wasn't alive.
Exactly.
So I'm complaining about it even though I wasn't alive.
Oh god.
Oh, like...
See, because like honestly, it goes back to like political correctness. It is a thing because hold on, what the fuck? Facebook's saying I owe them $10.
Wait, what?
Facebook's saying I owe them $10 for ads that they couldn't charge on my card.
But why did you try to put ads?
For Goof Center,
of course.
One day.
Why do you want it to be popular that bad?
I want a page that's popular.
Just admin mine. Do you want to?
What?
Do you want to admin mine?
Not really.
Oh.
I want to do it myself. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, if you use language that's considerate and you're being nice, that's considerate. You're not PC. And if you have a narrow-minded viewpoint and aggressive, you're an asshole. You're not PC. So there's no point in like having political correctness. So just being a decent person, like not trying to deliberately offend people by being an edgelord. And there's also like being way too much of an asshole about your narrow-minded viewpoints.
There's another video, by the way, by this one word, people. It says police and then in brackets black men. So you get to hear their one word that they think about the police. Let's finish this native stuff then.
Evil. Evil.
Fuck him. Yeah, fuck
That's not a word. It's not a word. Come on.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Mouthwash.
Fuck Christopher Columbus.
That's a big fuck you.
You know, if natives drink so much mouthwash, why are all their teeth yellow?
Because they eat so much fried bread and smoke the peace pipe.
He's the first terrorist in America, that's for sure.
So according to the U.S. government law, it says if you partake in somebody that's stealing, then you're just as guilty. Everybody knows the United States was stolen.
Okay.
No, it wasn't stolen. We traded you beads with the fucking land.
We gave you shitty beads.
We traded you
gave
like
us your
beads.
land.
So therefore, all those that are Aboriginal that knows about the genocide, the rape, the murder, the theft, the putting on the reservations on a rock that they couldn't survive on, they're going to have to face judgment.
Murderer, rapist. It always was weird to me to have that day off in celebration of somebody. Like, we don't have a day for Hitler, but...
Oh, whoa.
Oh, the apt comparison to Adolf Hitler, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews, to Columbus killing maybe 100,000 Tainos. Yeah, that's comparable.
I just don't know how these people function in real life.
Don't they get that we don't celebrate Columbus because he was a good guy? We celebrate him because he's the reason we're here.
He's the catalyst for the New World.
Yeah. We don't celebrate him because he was a spectacular, like, stellar dude.
No.
We celebrate him because without him, they wouldn't have kept exploring that area.
That's like saying we shouldn't celebrate Martin Luther King Day because he did some questionable things, too, in his personal life.
Wait, did he?
You know? I'm pretty sure he's a womanizer.
Yeah, but I mean, that's...
I mean, like, if you want to be like a moral paragon, you should say like, we shouldn't celebrate this either because of this. And it's like, well, no, not really.
It's like, no, because we're not celebrating... Yeah, it's like, if Martin Luther King, like, if I found out that if it turned out that he, like, was a serial killer, we would probably still celebrate the day.
Yeah, because he still did a lot of...
Yeah, he
like,
still did good stuff. Or it's like, remember that Vice article where they talked about how Gandhi was a bad guy?
Yeah.
Like, well, he was a sexist, and it's like, so was everybody back then. And they're like, well, you know,
It's fucking India. Everyone still is sexist.
Yeah, it's like, it's fucking Gandhi. It's Gandhi. How could you even, like, be on the other side of this?
But then again, there are exceptions to that rule, because, like, Mother Teresa was kind of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, but that's different, because Gandhi did way
Yeah.
more than her. Also, let's
Yeah.
finish this.
It's, you know, it's the same thing.
Like there are so many other people that Italian Americans or Italians can hold up as their heroes besides Columbus.
We don't see him as, like, a good guy, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I never grew up thinking, like, oh, I want to be like Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
know,
like,
great guy.
like, everyone
No
knows
one
he was
does
a
that.
fucking murderer. It's not the point.
We attain what
Wrong.
we attain through conquest.
Fake.
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 Wait, what?
They teach us that Christopher Columbus discovered America.
What should they teach?
That Christopher Columbus didn't discover anything and instead got lost.
That's not true. Like, just objectively. That doesn't make sense.
I think this is a desperate attempt to, like, discredit him.
Do you want to see what other videos they got, just to so we can wrap this up with like one more video? Because we're at about an hour now, like close. So I think we could do one
Wrap it
more.
up
And one word: father, black men. Isn't that just perfect?
Oh god.
One word. Oh, black men police. All right, we're gonna watch this.
This is going online? No, I'm kidding. Oh.
Bad and good? Officer.
Job.
The age is going up, by the way, because
People.
You know, it starts at age 6, and then it shows somebody of every age.
Brave.
Yeah.
Men and women who are making sure that everyone's doing right things, I guess. Popo. Justice?
Of course. Of course.
Popo.
They fight crimes like superheroes.
Conceited. Officer.
Corrupt.
Justice.
Helpful. Safe. Brutality, like just abusive.
Friendly.
Brutality? Man, it's because it sucks right now, man. Police used to stand for something good.
Change.
Yeah, man, the police stand for bad things now. Like the KKK, that's all police officers.
Obviously.
This video is not going to be good because of the background music, I swear. One word, episode 11, pussy.
Okay, let's do that.
No, I don't know. I feel like that's just going to be retarded. At least the native one had like tons of like wrong things.
Wait a minute. Speaking of pussy, we need to touch upon a story that happened earlier. Maybe this could be a closing.
Yeah, get it on here.
Thought. Basically earlier, Ethan and I were perusing for fun just a marketplace online.
An illegal marketplace. We'll put that out there because we're bad guys.
It was a deep web marketplace. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but there was an item on there because we didn't have a lot of money left in our account, so we decided to like find something funny to like look at. And there was a guide on how to eat pussy in this this guide here. It was 25 cents, quarter, not much of an investment on our part. And we figured, why not? Might get a laugh out of it. So we buy it. It gets delivered instantly. And of course, it's just a Dropbox link. So we go to it. It's a PDF. And first off, it just seems really suspect. It sounds like a listicle, like a clickbaity thing. So he Googles something. I forgot. I think it was just like how to eat pussy, like in general. And he didn't see it. But I was like, Ethan, read the thing and then read the first result of that page. We just got fucking scammed because it was literally the first result in Google if you just searched for it.
How to eat pussy, that's the first one.
Free.
And that guy on the dark web, he sold like 1,000 copies, so he's made like $250.
Yeah, he's made plenty of money off this thing already.
Made plenty of money.
That's one thing that was pretty funny. But also, the article itself was just weird. It was saying stuff like talk to her vagina or something, and like if I did that, I'd be committed to a ward.
You're gonna get committed to a ward for a lot of other reasons first.
True, but all right. Well,
oh no,
everyone...
no. Here's a good.
You got more?
A good quote from Neil deGrasse. He said, "The leap day is misnamed. We're not leaping anywhere. The calendar is simply and abruptly catching up with Earth's orbit." Someone responded, Neil Tyson. If only there was a name for a sudden and abrupt lurch forward.
Okay, I forgot why, and I forgot where I even read it, but there was an article explaining why Neil deGrasse Tyson's full of shit a lot of the time, and like he's not actually that great of a scientist.
No, he's a
but I don't think he's even a doctor.
No, he is. I'm quite sure he is.
Oh, I think the way he acquired his doctorate was suspect.
Something like that.
You want
to hear what our closing song is going to be, everyone? Mr. Wyclef Jean, he wants to play his guitar for a very special cause. Let me find this. Where the fuck is this, man? I gotta find it. It'll be our closer, but... because I thought this was really funny. And we'll touch up on this probably on another podcast because of just how funny it was. Heavens! You remember Hotel Rwanda, or Kyler?
What?
You remember Hotel Rwanda?
Oh, yeah,
remember this song? Why would you say that? Why?
What?
Why?
What the?
Of all the things that you could say.
Oh my god.
He might as well have said Shakira. Why would you say that?
Shakira.
Like, alright, well, that's it. That's all we got. We'll talk about this soon enough. We'll do another podcast. You all suck. I hope this video gets banned from YouTube.
I hope somebody finds you and not
you all die.
But you listening kills you as soon as possible.